We're at Camp Hero, the United States Air Force Station. This hotel and resort first opened its doors back in the spring of 1927. My name is Nicholas. I am a young paranormal investigator in search of proof of the spirit world. I am also a person that can easily sense and feel spirit energy around me. I am joined by my grandmother, Helen, my uncle and cameraman, William, and my father and executive producer, Nick. We will search for ghosts at some of the world's most creepiest haunts. This is a haunted legacy. Myself, Helen, and Nick are all heading to the town of Montauk, New York. Our cameraman, William, couldn't make it because he was working at his business. When you think of Montauk, Long Island, you might think of the beautiful lighthouse. But this beautiful town of Long Island has a haunted history. It's time for us to investigate some of the haunted spots in this historic town. One haunted site in the town of Montauk, not far from the lighthouse, is Camp Hero. We're at Camp Hero, the United States Air Force Station. I read the sign in front of the radar tower. Then after I read the sign, I talked about what happened at Camp Hero. This site was opened in 1948, and it has a big history to it, so we come to investigate its hauntings. And the radar tower was the most important structure. So now, we're going to take a closer look. Then my grandmother Helen and I walked up to the radar tower, and then we decided to talk about it and see what we thought. So Grandma, what do you think of Camp Hero? You see it over there, the radar tower?
Yes, I see it there, and it's a beautiful sight.
Yeah, it is a beautiful sight, yeah.
Very emotional. American soldiers were stationed here, and it seems that the ghosts, the American soldiers that perished in the war, are haunting this place. That's from what I understand.
Yeah. We now wrapped up our investigation at Camp Hero. We are now heading to another haunted place in the town of Montauk, which is Montauk Manor. When we arrived at Montauk Manor, we got our camera set up, and my team and I headed inside. Alright, we just arrived at Montauk Manor. Now we're walking up to the front entrance of it. This hotel and resort first opened its doors back in the spring of 1927, so now we are all going to head out to the back of the manor and film out there. Montauk Manor goes back all the way to the Native American times. A guy named Carl Fisher came to Montauk and built this historic hotel behind me. And if you look along the balconies here, there are spots where people have seen apparitions. So Grandma, do you see Montauk Manor right here? What do you think of this place?
It is exquisite, fascinating, beautiful building, And in fact, we had gone inside because from what I understand, it's being haunted by Native Americans.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, Grandma, just come over here a minute and look over here. Can you see, like, along the side, like the balconies here? People have seen apparitions, you know?
Yes, that's what they said. They've seen apparitions on or around the balcony.
Yeah.
But I didn't see or feel anything. I just thought it was a beautiful place. That's because it was built on their land. People have said they felt or saw Native Americans in the manor.
Then we wrapped up our investigation at Montauk Manor. Montauk, New York is located on the eastern end of Long Island. During our visit there, we investigated Camp Hero State Park, the area by the radar tower, but we didn't go behind the fence. But the whole time we were there, we didn't feel any paranormal energy. Then afterwards, we investigated Montauk Manor. And who knows where the spirits are at this manor, either outside or inside. But while we were outside Montauk Manor, in the back, Helen and I felt a presence of Native Americans by the balconies earlier. This trip to Montauk, Long Island, New York was absolutely an amazing experience.